Hi, Katrina. How are you today?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. So, I guess what brings you to therapy today?
My doctor told me that I should come see you. He's concerned about my weight loss.
Hmm.
Um, and I've just been really stressed.
Okay.
Um, he saw that I'm using amphetamines um, and from blood work that I had done, and I've lost like 20 pounds, so he wanted me to come in.
Okay. So, how do you feel about seeing a therapist, first off?
I'm open to it.
Okay.
I think I'm open to it, but there's a lot of stressors about in my life right now. Like my mom, she just lost her job, so I've been trying to work extra hours to try to make up for the income in our household.
So, you live with your mom?
I live with my mom. It's
And,
just me and her. I don't have any siblings or anything, but she lost her job and she was making a lot more money than I was that for all of us. But now that she doesn't have a job, I've been picking up extra hours at the restaurant job. I'm a waitress,
mhm.
um, and and so I've been working so many extra hours and trying to keep up. It's so hard. So I've been taking Adderall to try to help keep up with the workload.
Okay. I mean, that's pretty common for people sometimes to use when they're feeling tired. They might use Adderall or another amphetamine to give them an extra boost of energy. So, you're not unique in that situation.
Mm.
Um, I do commend you for being so honest and open with a stranger. I appreciate that. I think that
Mm.
it'll help me help you. Um, so, how many hours a week do you typically work?
Like 35 to 40.
Okay, and that's a lot being on your feet and being a waitress and doing that. That's definitely
And
a lot.
sometimes overtime. I mean, sometimes I'm working like double shifts
Oh, wow.
from like 10 a.m. to close, which is at like 1 a.m. in the morning.
Hmm. And how long ago did you start using Adderall?
Probably like 6 months ago.
All right.
But it's really easy for me to get through my. It's, I mean, everyone at work uses it, so
Hmm.
it's just really easy. It's kind of just part of where I work, and it's easy to get, and it helps. But I also feel like when I go home, I can't sleep, so then I'm drinking to try to go to sleep,
Hmm.
and I just feel like it's my health is. I'm a little worried about my health.
What do you mean by worried? Are you experiencing different symptoms regarding your health? Are you worried how it might impact you down the line?
Yeah, I'm worried about long-term effects,
Okay.
and it's giving me a lot of anxiety. And you know, I feel like I can't stop using
Hmm.
Adderall, and I don't know what to do.
Do you feel like it's become a problem in your day to day life? Like it's something that you maybe want to stop using? Or is it something that you just kind of want to learn how to manage using a little bit better?
I really would like to stop.
Okay. All right. I think that's great self awareness. Um, So your doctor did a drug test
Hmm.
on you. Is that something because typically doctors don't usually do random drug tests on people?
Hmm.
Do you have a history of using other substances that he might be checking and seeing if you're using them now? Do
Yeah, yeah.
you mind if I ask what types of substances?
I was using opiates.
Oh, okay. Did you ever need a maintenance program like methadone or Suboxone to help you stop using them?
No, I just I was in rehab.
Mm-hmm.
I went to rehab, and then I stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Once I completed the program, and once I moved back home, I wasn't in the same environment that I was using. So, I don't really have a way to even get it. And I feel like even though I'm sober from opiates, I just feel like I'm maybe trying to compensate. Maybe I'm trying to use something to compensate for my opiate use.
I think that's pretty common. That's a really, really great deal of self-awareness with that. Um, you did mention that you see that it's a problem. Are you interested in implementing some type of program to help you stop the use of your Adderall now, or are you not quite there yet?
I'll be open to it.
Okay. I know that you mentioned you went to rehab previously. I'm not sure. Um, Let me back up a little bit. When you were using opiates, do you remember the reason like that you might have started using it? Sometimes people do it experimentally or to cope with stress or for pain. That
My
happens
friends were
too.
using it,
Mm-hmm.
and so I kind of just started along with my friends. And then it became a problem where I wasn't going to school and I was sleeping all day, and that's when I had overdosed, and so that was how I ended up in rehab.
That must have been very scary for you.
Mm.
Do you remember the event?
Yeah, it was at a party. I was with my friends and I was drinking too. Um, and yeah, so somebody at the party called for help, and then that's how I ended up in the hospital.
Okay. And how old were you when you started using opiates?
I was about 17.
Okay. Did you maybe drink alcohol or smoke marijuana or things like that before 17, or was it?
I was drinking.
Yeah.
Hmm.
How old were you when you started that?
15.
Okay. Um, and I know it's pretty common for teenagers to experiment with different drugs or alcohol. Do you remember if it was socially or if maybe you mentioned stress is the reason that you're using Adderall now? If there was any stress that you might have started using substances previously?
I felt like, I mean, my friends and I, we would just go out and party, and I felt like it was an easy way for me to kind of get out of the house too, because it was just stressful at home. So I felt like drinking was fun, but it also helped take away some of the stress at home.
That makes sense. You say stress. What does stress mean to you?
Um, I mean, it was really scary having my dad come home all the time. He was an alcoholic and he was really violent. So I felt like every opportunity I could to get out of the house, that's how I did it, was just to be with friends and drink.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really feel like I had any other outlets, but my dad was really violent from his alcoholism.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned that you live with your mom now.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your dad?
He passed away.
I'm very sorry to hear that. Um, was it due to complications of alcoholism or something else that might have happened?
He died from liver disease from the alcoholism.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Um, how do you feel about that? How long ago was that?
I was 19,
So
so it was
not too
a
long
couple
ago.
years
Yeah.
ago. But I didn't really have a big relationship with my dad, so
Mm-hmm.
that it was hard to hear of his passing. But I didn't know really how to process that because the only experiences that I had with my dad were really when he was home and he was violent.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And at 19, I mean, you said you were using opiates a few years ago. Was that also around the same time that that happened?
yeah, actually,
Okay.
yeah.
So